A shortage of dumb people doing really stupid things. Welcome to another edition of Idiotology with Lynch and Taco. 101.1 WJRR. Bunch of freaking idiots.
All right, this hour of the show is brought to you by Petty's Meats. Shall we start singing the praises of Petty's Meats? We have been for years. Well, they've been in business for years. They've been around longer than we have been doing this show, Taco.
I never thought of that. Yeah, they got at least 10 years on us, man. Petty's Meats, family owned and operated, great people there. Like Wild Bill behind the meat counter.
So on 434 in Longwood, just west of I-4, top quality cuts of meat. If you can't find it at Petty's, well, good luck finding it then. Not only the meats, but the sides freshly prepared every day, the deli, bakery, the full gourmet section that they have in groceries. Petty's is a must destination if you've never been there, and it's worth the drive wherever you might be listening from here in Central Florida.
Sometimes we call it the meat mecca. They have everything from appetizers to dessert and all in between. Go try out Petty's. We had a listener just text in earlier today. Went for the first time, gave it the thumbs up.
State Road 434 in Longwood, just west of I-4, Monday through Saturday, 10 to 6. Petty's.
Thank you, Petty's.
Sad news to report, and I might have to refresh your memories a little on this because we haven't talked about the Brazilian Popeye in a while.
Brazilian Popeye, yeah, I don't remember that one.
That's, you will when you see the picture. Bodybuilder Arlindo de Souza, widely known as the Brazilian Popeye, has passed away at the young age of 55 from multiple organ failure, which tends to happen when you inject yourself with mineral oil and alcohol.
I remember him. Yep.
Take a look on the JR Facebook page. See why he has his nickname with those biceps.
Come on, refresh. I was just looking. All I saw was Hendrix. Where's Popeye?
Scroll down a little bit. It's there.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, rest in peace, buddy.
Yeah,
he's a strange-looking little dude, man.
An acquaintance at the gym had suggested the mineral oil and alcohol injections to Arlindo years ago, and he's like, yeah, I want to be big. I want to be really big, so I'm willing to do anything, and yeah.
I was hoping you'd say the people at the gym suggested to him not to do it, because why would you want to look like that? It would be tough to even get T-shirts.
You know, it's hard for us to really cast aspersions on something like that because we're far from that, and what motivates one person may not motivate another, or there might be a lack of understanding, or all of the above.
And they could turn around and look at us and say, why would somebody want to look like that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, this guy can't say it to us.
Again, to each his own, but
rest in peace, Popeye.
We get it, dude. You lift.
Yeah. I got a Popeye muscle. Remember?
Yeah.
When I snapped my bicep and it balled up into a little knot, the doctor goes, yep, the nickname for that is Popeye syndrome. Strong little man. Make a muscle and it's deformed looking. It's nothing great, trust me.
Arlindo,
you'll be missed.
Okay.
By your gym buddies.
Yeah. A long walk. A really long walk can be said about this cat that escaped from its owner's vehicle while they were on vacation. The vehicle was in Spain. They are from France. They stopped for gas in Spain. The cat apparently jumped out an open window of the RV and took off. They didn't realize it until they were much further down the road.
They were just getting some petrol. Why would you ever bring
a few liters of petrol?
Why would you ever bring a cat on vacation? God, that would be a headache. I'm sorry. I know they're in an RV, but if you're in a Winnebago, but if you're like in a car traveling with a cat.
The cat escape happened back in August of last year when they stopped at the gas station, which was located near the French border about 155 miles from their home. They didn't notice till the next morning. The cat somehow, months later, in fact, just here in the last week or so, was found by one of their neighbors the cat had somehow walked 155 miles back to the vicinity of their neighborhood.
Goes back to what I said at the beginning. Why would you ever bring a cat on vacation? He didn't even want to go. He wanted to go home. It just took him a few months to get there now.
Okay.
I hope they massage the pads on his little cat feet.
Right. If cats could actually talk.
Oh, they'd tell you to F off.
I was just going to verify that would probably be the first thing they would say if they had the ability to actually speak.
Yeah. They're just not nice.
Well, I have a cat, Taco, and he's great. Mr. Cuddles comes up and just, shows me all the affection that I can't get from my deadbeat husband.
I mean, you know what I always say? It's not that I'm not a cat lover.
You're not a cat lover. Yeah.
But even...
You're just not a pet person, period.
Even the saying...
I think we figured that out, Taco.
Even the saying, there's 100 ways to skin a cat... I don't even like that. So it means that I have some sort of of cats. Not love. Loke, we'll call it. But there are many ways. But, yeah, I'm not a cat guy. They're yeah.
All right. If you grew up in the 80s, there's probably a decent chance that at some point you or a friend of yours obtained a VHS copy of the movie Faces of Death.
Yep.
And you probably watched it.
And almost passed out.
At the time, Faces of Death was about as edgy as it could get. It actually came out in 1978 and really took off in the 80s with the rise of the VCR. And copies of it were distributed. It's touted as a documentary which claims to show the actual deaths of people and animals. But it turned out in the end that a lot of the footage was fake. But that didn't stop it from, having multiple sequels and offshoots over the years. Now,
I mean, it went on to be, as Pat said, like it was a phenomenon to see Faces of Death. Now, that is tame.
Right. Well, because of technology. You got to keep in mind, this is the late 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
You couldn't do the trickery as much as is able to be done now. That said, Faces of Death, remake of the original, hits theaters in April. Well, how are they going to remake the original? The teaser came out yesterday afternoon. I tell you right now, if you've never seen Faces of Death, it has some footage in the teaser from the original.
Yeah.
And it's kind of setting up where they're going with this remake that comes out in April. I put it on our Facebook page. If you're having a version of that type stuff, don't go watch it. But if you're okay, go see the teaser for what's going to be the remake of Faces of Death. I'm getting the vibe that they're sort of going to try to take the documentary and twist it into a horror movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So make it like a movie with a plot now.
What I'm thinking is going on here is they're probably going to have some sort of storyline where footage of actual deaths, so-called actual deaths, are featured in a more updated way. Well, because, they can, like you said, through all the digital trickery now, create, whatever the hell you want.
Yeah,
and go off some storyline with that. That's my best guess. But again, it definitely tips the hat to the original in the teaser, and it's pretty in your face. And they even go with the old school logo and all of that stuff for the remake that's coming out in April.
Just remember the highlight. Faces of Death was the sitting around eating a monkey's brain. The monkey was alive too, right?
That was everybody sat around it with mallets.
Yeah,
it
was so twisted.
How crazy was it though that that was the first thing you brought up and remembered, and most people that was the scene that disturbed them the most. Never mind the people getting run over by trains or
electrocuted with the death penalty,
whatever. It's
hey, speaking of shows, what's the one that you like with the
Final Destination?
Why can I never remember the name?
I don't know.
Oh, we got to talk about it tomorrow on the podcast. I tell you, I finally watched, speaking of Final Destination, the last episode of Landman.
Oh, well, thanks for joining
we'll
the
talk
rest of us.
about it tomorrow.
Yeah.
On the podcast, the off-the-air podcast.
Hey.
It ended just like I said. I won't spoil anything.
It's the poor monkey.